Blockbuster, a video rental store that opened up in 1985. And by 2004, they had expanded to 9,000 stores internationally, but due to online streaming services, had to close down in 2014. And now, even though we don't have the physical locations, Blockbuster still lives on through puzzles, board games, and most recently, Funko Pops. Also, did you know that there was a small crossover between Blockbuster and Funko? They had their own exclusive, the Golden Master Chief. Why? I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, we should probably get going because apparently GameStop just restocked their Funko Pops and they got in that Blockbuster figure, so we don't want to miss out on it. And now the first place that we're going to be starting is Walmart because I feel like they might have some new stuff. It's just not that often. And I haven't been here in a little while, so I figured we might as well check. And let's see what they've got. Okay, so these ones aren't actually on sale. That's the regular price. I don't know why they shoved a sale sticker on there. They've got the Run DMC as well as U2, and then besides that, oh, and I guess down here for my Five Nights at Freddy's fans, we do have the tie-dye Bonnie, which is pretty cool, and then a bunch of cases of Minions Mystery Minis. And then besides that, it seems like everything we've seen before, it was worth a check. All right, so now we've made it over to GameStop, and I want to let you guys know that the only Blockbuster Pop that they got, because they do have one, was apparently my pre-order, so there isn't any back here on the shelf. And now, Nate, I'm noticing you found something. Also, hey, it might even be on sale. Look, it's 10 bucks. Check that out. If you guys are wondering, look at this one. We've been watching Full Metal Alchemist recently.
Yeah, we're doing that show now, so it is Scar from Full Metal. So that is kind of a neat pop.
I mean, for 10 bucks.
Yeah, I can't go wrong.
No, and I don't have it either. And there is two.
Ooh. Very
it could be Scarsies.
Twinsies.
Scarsies. You know what I mean. And I guess before we take a look at the pre-orders, we might as well show you guys what else is back here. And it seems like they got most of the original Willow set. Now, I'm kind of debating on getting these ones because my dad really likes the show as well as the movie, but I don't know if I need them in my collection, nor do I think he needs them either. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, I really like the thing, but I don't know if I need all the pops for it. So if I were to get some, I would probably just go for Willow and then maybe one or two of the other ones. I'm not exactly sure like how many are in this set. Let me take a look on the back. Oh, it's just the 4. Okay, not too bad. So I guess if you wanted to get them, they do have them all over here at GameStop. Pretty neat. And then taking a dig around a little bit more, we've got like these Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse ones, which I am a really big fan of, and they did just add these guys to Fortnite. So it is kind of cool. We have Spider-Gwen as well as, oh, it looks like they sold out of Miles. Makes sense. Oh, and it looks like over here on the right, they actually got in some more Pokemon ones. We've got Jolteon, which maybe I saw last time, but I know for sure Charmander is a restock. And then to the left of that, we've got a bunch of the Guardians ones. We've got Nebula, Adam Warlock, Drax, and Star-Lord. And I know that Adam Warlock has been kind of hard to find, same with Star-Lord, so it is pretty cool to see today. Oh, and then Rocket behind that too. And then looking around a little bit more, we also have the Gotham Knight ones up here, which I do have the entire common set for, as well as the exclusive Red Hood. If you guys want to check this one out, it is a blacklight version of them, and the only one you can get in the set like this. Oh, and I didn't even notice over here, guys, they have some of the Indiana Jones ones. Now, I did pick up this one over at Hot Topic a little while ago, but the Marion Ravenwood I don't have yet, and I believe I've got one for pre-order, so we don't need to take the one off the back shelf. They have this section over here with a lot of the bigger figures, and they have the 10-inch Groot, which I believe is brand new, and this is one that I've kind of been debating on picking up if I saw it in person, but the problem is I don't know if I have space for this guy, because the thing is he's just so big, and I don't know, I'll think about it. And since we're looking in the big section, I might as well show you guys what is underneath that, the 18-inch All Might, which I do have in the collection already. Oh, and now of course I always have to take a look in the U2 section, and it seems like they did get some new ones in, because the last time I looked over here, I don't think they had this one from One Punch Man, and then also this is the first time I've ever seen these Spy Family ones, which are really cool to see in person. And the neat thing is about them is that they actually have the windows so you can see what they look like, and it seems like they've got Lloyd Forger, I believe is how you pronounce it, as well as Yor, and then over here we've got Anya. Nice. Now everybody, we just ran into Landon, and he's a big fan of the videos.
Hi.
That's awesome. And I noticed we were by the Pops. Is there any that you may, you know, want to pick up or something that stands out to you?
I would say probably the Spider Bite over there.
Oh, good choice. And now if you want to check it out, guys, this is Spider Bite right here. A really awesome pop. Also, Landon, do you want me to get it for you?
Sure.
Why not? Let's go to the front. Landon, here you go.
Thanks.
No problem. Have a good one. And just like that, everybody, we are back, and I got a little bit more than the Blockbuster one. And since it is the reason we went, we should probably start with that one. And I gotta say, it is a really, really well done figure. And I'm also enjoying that they're still kind of keeping themselves around without actually having their stores open, because I feel like a lot of people are nostalgic about it. It makes sense to have products like this still release. And it's also probably a lot cheaper than keeping open a bunch of stores that probably wouldn't be doing too well because of other places, you know? And now really quickly, I do want to take it out of the box to see what the case is is looking like, oh, it even says on the side here, movie rental VHS case. Ah, that's neat. And then of course you guys can see that it is holding the popcorn in the front, and then on the back it says Be Kind Rewind, which is actually the only thing you can find on their website now. While doing some digging for this video to see if there was anything about Blockbuster being open still, I did find that on their website. Like literally this is all you can look at when you click on it. And actually, speaking of physical locations, there is still one open in the US. It's privately owned, and apparently they go and pick up the movies themselves. There's also something about a Blockbuster Airbnb, and I'm not exactly sure if it's the same place or a different one. Maybe it's all in the same building. I'm not exactly sure. But either way, it is still really cool that you can kind of relive that Blockbuster nostalgia through that building. And now having stuff like this, it's probably the closest we're going to get to a physical one now. Oh, and I don't know if you guys have seen recently, but there was also another retro one that they announced. It was Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm hoping that I can get that one soon and we can do an entire hunt on him as well. But anyways, it is time to get into the other stuff that I picked up, and let's go with these ones here, which were pre-orders, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why it took them so long to get them in, but it was some of the Halloween figures that were supposed to release, I guess, Halloween last year. They were probably delayed for some reason. I'm just not exactly sure why, and I'm gonna try to get these stickers off. Let me see how I can do. And yeah, for anybody wondering, because they were new, they were $15.29, which I don't think is honestly that bad. That is also in Canadian for anybody wondering. But yeah, there we go, guys. We've got the Minnie Mouse there, and now the Donald. And honestly, I think out of the three of them here, because there is also a Mickey Mouse that released on time. I got him around Halloween, and then there was an exclusive Goofy where he was dressed up as a skeleton. For some reason, the Mickey Mouse made it. I don't know. But then when it came to Goofy, he released, oh, I want to say like 4 or 5 months ago now. And then these guys just happen to pop up in stores. And now I did want to take the Donald out of the box because I just noticed his candy bag had broke from the bottom. And I feel like this is probably how a lot of kids feel on Halloween. Like that's the amount of candy they're carrying around with their pillowcases about to break. And then when it comes to Minnie Mouse, I thought it was going to be like a witch version of her, but it's really not. It's just her with a kind of like candy corn color. I really do enjoy this. And I understand that it's pretty close to the summer now, so why do I care about these? But I feel like they're going to be gone by the time Halloween's around, so it's a good idea to pick them up now. Oh, and actually I forgot, there was a pretty special one inside of my pre-orders that I'll show you guys in a minute. But for now, let's talk about this one, which was the Marion Ravenwood from Indiana Jones. I saw her at the back, and you guys of course saw her too, but I did happen to have one of them for pre-order, so I didn't have to worry about grabbing the one from the back. And now the only character that I'm missing from the common wave of them is Arnold Toht, is I believe how you pronounce his last name. I totally forget. If you guys know, it's T-O-H-T. Kind of a weird spelling. I don't know. By the time I have him, I will definitely have his last name down pat. And this one here is really cool because she does have the monkey on her arm. And I know that there are a couple other Indiana Jones that I'm still waiting for. There's him with the boulder, and then him and Henry Jones Sr. in the motorcycle, which I did already pre-order from Amazon, but then taking a look at this one, I'm just loving the detail. Also, the way she's got the clip in her hair and it goes behind her ear, her dress is really well done, and then the Indiana Jones bases, at first I was a little bit like, I don't know how I feel about them, but it really does tie the characters together. Because I feel like the detail that they gave them really does kind of work with the characters, and I feel like if they made them like the Star Wars ones, it's not bad for them, but for these, I'm really liking the, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna say like Aztec look. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but it kind of reminds me of those buildings and then the symbols on the side, you know what I mean? And now everybody, let's get into the last character that we've got for today. And this one here is pretty interesting because it is my dad's favorite wrestler. It is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And now if you're wondering why this one was a little bit more expensive, I don't think it's because it's the fact that it's a chase. It's actually because it is an exclusive and they do bring up those prices a little bit. And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly sure why, but I think it's because they have all of the stock, so they might have to pay a little bit more, like a bit of a premium to actually get this as an exclusive. And actually taking a look at this one here, it is the most stickers I've seen on a Funko Pop in a while. You can also see on the side here, this is what the common figure would look like, and then the chase is him with the green suit, and I feel like that makes sense because he is the $1 Million Man. And so to have a green one like this just totally fits with him. And yeah, oh, this is neat. On the back side there, he also has the money symbol on the suit, and then take a look at that with the money flying out of his hand. Definitely a well done figure. And also this is part of the newest wave of WWE ones, so if you guys want to check out the back here, there are some pretty nice ones in this set, like Matt Riddle, Dusty Rhodes, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ray Ripley, and Randy Orton. A pretty nice selection. And well, everybody, there we go. That is everything for the Blockbuster hunt for today. And let me know in the comment section below if there's any other retro characters or something like the Blockbuster Pop that you would like to see in the future. Because like I said, we have Chuck E. Cheese, but I'm sure there's also some other ones that I could probably think of. No, I've got nothing. But I'm sure you guys could think of something. And anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow!